Welcome to the Q2 performance update on Fundrise. If you are not sure what Fundrise is, basically it is a crowdsourced or crowd-funded option for real estate. So basically they take your money and invest it across a bunch of different projects. You can choose debt-driven portfolios or equity or even a balanced option. And basically they take your money and manage it from there. So it gives you an option to invest in properties that you might not normally have access to, especially with just $1,000. So that is Fundrise in a nutshell. Now, jumping into the portfolio here, they just sent this investor update out. Basically, they're saying that Fundrise did about 2.41% overall for the past 6 months. The total stock market is down 4.91%. And public REITs, I mean, they took specific funds here, but around 15% negative. So taking a look at this, obviously it depends on when they pulled these numbers, but if we go to VTI and M1 Finance, it is down 5.12%, so pretty close to what they're saying. And then if you take a look at VNQ, it's probably pretty close, but looking at my favorite REIT, which is Realty Income, they're actually down almost 18% right now. So those numbers are pretty close. It depends on when they pulled them. So yeah, we can pretty much take that for what it is, relatively accurate. 2% is really not that great. Is it doing better than the stock market? Sure, but overall, still not really a great return. As you guys know, my portfolio is actually beating all these. Obviously, we started investing in February and kind of rode the crash down and dollar cost averaged our way up. I don't know, I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but we're doing just fine. I would actually say doing pretty well considering that we were investing during one of the sketchiest times, at least in my life, for the stock market. So anyways, getting back to Fundrise here. So clicking on the performance tab, obviously we started at the very end of Q1 with this portfolio, so those returns are pretty much nothing. So focusing on Q2, the weighted average is only 1.4%, so we're not doing as well as Fundrise's overall percentages, which was 2 point something. I would think that it's probably because we took a more debt-driven portfolio. I'm assuming some of their equities probably made bigger returns for other people. Why did I choose a debt-driven one? I wanted lower risk, and on top of that, if I'm going to invest in real estate equity, I'd rather just do that on my own with rental properties, that kind of a thing. So with that being said, that's pretty much it for performance. I mean, if we go back to the overview here, advisory fees were only 24 cents and our appreciation has actually gone up. It was negative at one point, so overall $16 for several months of investing. Granted, we don't have a ton of money in there, but you know, this is something that I just deposit $100 into every month and I don't have to think about. These guys are good at what they do. I'm not negative in one of the sketchiest times, so there is something to say about that. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend Fundrise to the average investor. If you want something to park, like maybe a larger sum of money, and you don't want to really think about it or do anything about it, this is the most passive option I have seen. People like to say the stock market is passive. I don't really agree with that 100%. You still got to do your research and kind of keep an eye on it. With this, I don't even think I can still pull my money out of this. I mean, that is part of the deal here. They did lock that option. So that's part of the reason why the returns are okay, is because they have that option to make it so people can't pull their money out of the investments. So anyways, I'm going to stop rambling about Fundrise here. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Like I said, I'm not going to be doing another update on Fundrise probably until the next quarter. There's just really not a whole lot to talk about here. Obviously, my account's not very big, but yeah, I mean, in a nutshell, there's only so much you can do here anyways. You pretty much just put your money in and they manage it for you. But yeah, that's it for this video. I will see you guys tomorrow with the Robinhood update.